Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hey, y'all. Here to do a collective message. I don't know what's going to come out, so we're just going to wing it. Spirit, what's going on with the collective, please? And thank you. What message do you have for us today? Please and thank you. Mhm. So, automatically, I'm getting a Pyrrhic victory. This could be for somebody outside of yourself. Like if you have been dealing with situations, I don't know. For somebody, this could just be a money conscious. Somebody could be money conscious, worried about money. So I would say just know that money is your birthright. It's easier said than to just believe and to accept. But that's what I'm also getting. That it could be something with money. Somebody could have a money conscious, worried about an abundance of money, having income, having a flow of money. For other people, this could be a situation where something is a Pyrrhic victory. Like somebody outside of yourself, maybe they felt like, I don't know if this was like embarrassing you, humiliating you, making you feel defeated in some type of way. So whatever they did, it could have been something that cost them a lot in the process. Whether this is integrity, whatever it is, maybe they're caught up in illusions now. It's hard for them to see their way out of a situation. Whatever situation it is that somebody could have dug themselves in. Tell me more, Spirit. Now, for you, this also could be seeing through illusions. I don't know if that's an issue for somebody. Maybe you are somebody who's very trusting and, it's hard for you to see people in a certain way. For some people, it doesn't even have to be people. This could just be a situation. It may be hard for you to see in, I don't know if I want to say the proper light or for what it is in its entirety, but it could be something like that. Not being able to see through illusions. Somebody could have also, this could be restlessness is also what I'm getting for somebody. I know I'm not the only one dealing with it. This could be somebody else experiencing restlessness. I honestly don't feel like I'm experiencing restlessness. I just threw that out there. Recently I was. Now it's more so like my body adjusting to, I don't know, different timings, I guess you could say, like spirit. When spirit is communicating with me, when they're giving me messages, whether I'm asleep or awake, but it's not about me. For somebody could be dealing with restlessness. This could also be something about losing focus, losing interest in something, is what I'm getting. I will also say make sure that you are allowing yourself grace, mercy, but also offering it where it's deserved. And look back at everything you've accomplished, be proud of how far you've come so far. Even if you feel like, I was getting this last night when I was watching another reader, as they was pulling cards. I tell y'all I still be getting messages when I don't do videos. And when I watch people who also read, I be picking up messages off of their message. I was getting that too. Somebody could also feel like, something could be a dead end situation. For somebody, this could be a dead end situation. Maybe something's not going to go somewhere, or this is just like a fork in the road. But what I was getting is for somebody, a person could feel like, damn, I should be farther along in life. I should be more accomplished. I should have more to show for myself at this juncture in my life. Tell me more, Spirit. Now, somebody could just be dealing with somebody who's arrogant, unless this is you. Either you're arrogant or you've been dealing with somebody who's very arrogant. Unless this is a narrative. Yeah, so it could be something about having a new outlook also for somebody. If you feel inspired to do something, I would say pay attention to that spark of inspiration that comes to you, because it could be for a reason, obviously, for you to do something with it. Tell me more. Yeah, tell me more. I was about to say something. Tell me more, Spirit. I don't know if this is something with forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving other people. And I'm hearing the Bible verse. I can't remember what what book it comes out of. But when Jesus says, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do," I just heard that real strong. It could be something with that. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. But I feel like that don't mean be a fool because they know not what they do, you know. But this is just so you won't hold on to attachments as far as negative emotion, negative feelings, negative thoughts. Hold on. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. This could be releasing something too for somebody. Is what I'm getting. It could be something about Christ consciousness. I just said, "Forgive them, Father, for what they know not what they do." It could be something about Christ consciousness. This could be you tapping into Christ consciousness. Is what I'm getting. Unless somebody's been dealing with somebody who is like emotionally immature, or somebody is like a bachelor. Somebody could be a bachelor. It's something like that. Emotional immaturity, stubbornness. Tell me more. This I'm also getting like being open minded, so the right things and people come towards you. Tell me more. Yeah, also it could be. I just said something about. Did I say unconditional love? No, I was thinking it. I didn't say it. But somebody, this could be unconditional love, unless this has anything to do with like family, platonic friends. It could be something with a platonic friend for somebody, or like family. Like I said. I even want to say spiritual. I get tired of hearing the same stuff all the time. That's why I don't like recording videos back to back. Cause like, what's going to change in between the last video and the new one? I'm getting something with unconditional love too. I don't know if somebody's feelings is hurt. No, this is what I just said. Tapping into the Christ consciousness. Somebody outside of yourself could have been doing this. Tapping into mass consciousness, collective consciousness, or you're connected to somebody in this way, or this is just being connected to the collective. But I feel like this is somebody outside of yourself. So it could be somebody who actually matches your vibe, your energy. You know, you try not to stay, you try not to attach yourself to how things turn out, even though you are someone who dreams, desires, maybe even fantasizes about how you want your life to be, but not being attached to it. Like if it don't turn out this way, then I'm gonna be bent out of shape and I'm gonna be nasty to everybody. That's not what this is. Yeah. I don't know if it's something with nutrition for somebody. It could be something with nutrition. Um, hmm. Tell me more, Spirit. I don't know. Did somebody pass away? Forgive me for laughing. I was getting this last night. This is like the old self. If somebody has experienced like a passing of somebody that you're close to, that you care about, I give you my condolences for somebody. That's obviously that's not gonna be for everybody. But somebody could be dealing with that. Definitely something about money consciousness also. So maybe something's gonna happen at a surprise for you. Something could be a shocker, a surprise, is what I'm getting. Yeah. So if this is like manifesting money, I would say don't be attached to how it has to manifest for you. Just believe that it can happen and it will, you know? I mean, obviously you want to take real world action, you want to do things to make that probable to happen, to occur. But not being attached to how it has to manifest. My suggestion would be to, if you've been praying, trying to manifest, however you do it, if you're somebody who does affirmations, um, and you set your intentions, if you write petitions, whatever it is, I would say ask for it to come healthy. And if you're saying abundance, what do you mean by abundance? Is it an abundance of money, abundance of happiness, abundance? What is the abundance? You gotta be specific about it when you're asking, but also say it in a way to where it's like harm to none, it doesn't have to come in a way that's going to leave you hurt when you get it. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Seven of Diamonds is out here. It's also giving me like spiritual counterparts also, or at least like spiritual family. Jack of Hearts, Seven of Diamonds. Yeah. And Seven of Hearts definitely says something about if it's not platonic, it could be just a spiritual connection somebody has with somebody. Definitely doesn't have to be anything about another person. This could just be you. This is what I'm getting. Let me get a different deck. And the Jack of Diamonds is at the bottom. So this could be for somebody maybe learning how to use your creativity to garner an income, money for somebody. I'm also getting like you have to give to receive. So I'm getting like giving of the heart. It doesn't have to be resources, but giving of the heart. It could be something about other people's money, or this is just using your gifts, which you are gifted at. Yeah, I just said something about giving. Jack of diamonds, nine of hearts, 10 of diamonds, nine of diamonds. Being discerning also. Learning to be independent, standing on your own. And knowing that it's okay to wish for things. Um, Definitely make sure you're putting your well-being, making that a priority, your happiness, your joy. um I don't know, somebody likes cats, animals. It could be something about animals. um Something about how you spend your time each day, leading towards your prosperity, fulfillment, being satisfied, being comfortable. But I do feel like that will come by using your gifts, tapping into your abilities, whatever that is. For some people, it could be cooking. For some people, that could be speaking, writing, whatever it is. Somebody could be a designer, whatever that is. Somebody could do something in the field of beauty, whether you're a beautician, a hairstylist, hair dresser, a barber, fashion. Um, it could be anything for somebody. It could be something about working with the earth, flowers, landscaping. It's the same stuff I always say. Learning how to work with herbs, or just the energy that exists already in the earth. Something like that. Let me get another deck, because now I feel like I'm just rambling. Um, I got all these cards. I don't even think, did I shuffle these? I don't think I shuffled these. I always use this deck, and I'm gonna use it again. That's where out of every video I do, if I use a deck, I'm always using this one. I didn't shuffle them. I don't like shuffling on camera because it'd be too much noise. Spirit, tell me, give me a message for the collective. It could be something about being simple, taking it easy. Also, is what I'm getting. If it's something that you feel like you don't really want to take responsibility for, not saying you're not being responsible, but if you have somebody in your corner who is willing to, I don't want to say the hard work, just something that maybe doesn't come easy to you, it's okay to um allow somebody to take over, but use your own discernment because maybe that's not what that's about. Tell me more, because I do feel like as an adult, we all have to be productive in some type of way. Tell me more. And yeah, it could be something about what you do. I just said something about how you spend your days or something like that. It could be something about what you do. Um, I don't know. I said something about animals. Also, maybe somebody's like been thinking about. I don't know. I want to say veterinary. Better. How you say that? Veterinary. Better. I don't know. Veterinarian. There we go. Damn. I couldn't even get it out. I was struggling. Tell me more. Unless somebody feel like they're gonna be a cat lady or something. Tell me more. That's funny. It's not actually. If somebody wants more than just being a cat. Ooh, I split the deck. It says allow. I'm not gonna read the whole card, but the next card says go to nature. Okay, so it could be something with that too, like go to nature. Maybe somebody needs to ground themselves by going outside into nature. If you could do that, because it is cold outside. It could be something about nature too. Tell me more. I was up, so I said, let me do a video because I ain't doing nothing else. Just sitting up here bullcrapping. We seen this card the last time. It's at the bottom. Guardian angel. Someone from the other side says hello. You are guided and protected. Hmm. God lives in me. God lives within me as me. I have faith in what I cannot see. So it could be something about trusting also. Trusting. Somebody could also be a messenger. It's something like that. Now I said something about um being mindful of how you spend your days. Maybe this has something to do with procrastination or being lackadaisical for somebody. Tell me more. But it could be something with nutrition too. I'm gonna take both of these because I don't like how they popped out and I don't have time. Keep going. You are on the right path. The seeds you are planting will grow. Success is guaranteed. Celebrate you. Take yourself out on a date. Treat yourself to a massage. Take time to enjoy your own company. At the bottom, self love equals self discipline. Keep your word to yourself. Fall in love with how you feel when you are taking care of yourself. Excuse me. Tell me more. It could be something about that too. Self love. What message do you have for the collective, please, and thank you. I don't like how I fell out, but we're gonna take it. Ask and receive. You get what you have the courage to ask for. Ask for help or support. At the bottom, make an adjustment. Pay attention to how you start in your day. Didn't I say this? Make an adjustment. Pay attention to how you start in your days. Create a healthy routine that inspires and balances you. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. I just said that. I was feeling that. And the last card that came out, ask and receive. You get what you had the courage to ask for. Ask for help or support. So this, regardless, if it's you talking to your spirit team, your higher self, the God within you, or if you're actually speaking to another person, you know? I just said this in my last reading. You only gonna get a yes or a no. Yeah, I can help you. No, I can't help you. But you're never gonna know if you don't ask. You know? Um, get another one. Matter of fact, let me get one of these. Do I want to get one of these? No, I can wait. I'm gonna wait. He gets some of these. Spirit, what's going on with the collective, please? And thank you. What's going on with us? Um, what's at the base of their question? If there is a question that they've been ruminating over, whether this is something they're consciously aware of or not, what is at the base of the question? Taking it easy, but for somebody, I don't know if this is about like a job, if somebody's been offered a job, because it could be a message about that or something monetary. So I don't know if this is a person feeling like, should I take something or should I offer something to someone? Because it doesn't have to be about you taking or you offering something. It could go either way. Somebody offering you something or you're the one offering somebody something. That could be at the, back of somebody's mind. If I'm able to do this for somebody, also what I'm getting is like, would you take the help if somebody offered you help? Now, this also could be like some skills being balanced, like justice being served in a sense of um, abundance, having abundance of money, having what you need when you need it to do what you need to do for somebody. It could be something with trust. I believe I said that too. It could be something with trust. Maybe somebody's trying to figure out if they could trust something or trust someone. I'm also getting like being more hands on, getting your hands dirty. Doesn't have, I'm not saying dirty like you committing a crime. I'm talking about like, if y'all familiar with the term or the phrase elbow grease, putting in that elbow grease, that's what I mean when I say getting your hands dirty, being willing to do what you need to do to I don't even know how to put it. Making sure that you're willing to put in the work. I should say it like that. I just said something about like herbs or landscaping, flowers. It could be something with that too. I don't know. Somebody been thinking about starting a garden, growing food. I don't know. Tell me more, spirit. Also something about what I was saying, letting somebody else uh like being willing to follow somebody's lead or something. Oh, it's about to piss me off. It start freezing. It's like it's getting on my nerves. Why you just can't play my music? Like, go ahead with it. My God, today. Yeah, it could be something about letting your heart lead you. Also, for somebody, it's at the bottom. The high priestess. Yeah, letting your heart lead you. No, it won't play. My song won't play. You know what? I don't have time for this. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Cause I don't appreciate that. Yeah, letting your heart lead you. Leading with compassion. It could be something about compassion. Diving into those dreams, but also your intuition, exploring your dreams, exploring your intuition. That's what I'm getting. I don't know if it's something about knowing how to talk. Somebody could be a smooth talker. I don't know. Mm-hmm. What else am I getting? I don't know. Tell me more, spirit. I don't know if it's something with chastity. Chastity for somebody. Something with chastity. I don't think I ever said that in a video. Something with chastity. I don't know. This is like having your own vices in control. Um, this could be anything though. For somebody, it could be something with lust, but it doesn't have to be. This could just be having courage, discipline to go after what it is that you want to go after. If you are somebody who has fear in the back of your mind, that what if, you know, we just said something about if you don't ask, how will you know? If you don't try, how will you know? Instead of letting fear control you. It could be something with the heart also. So I'm also getting like if you've dealt with a situation where you feel like you're being tested or other people are testing you, this could be like remaining calm and graceful in situations where you are being tested, whether this is internally or is energies outside of yourself, remaining calm and graceful and remaining in control of how you present yourself, how you show up, you know? Tell me more, spirit. And the full card is at the bottom. Yeah. Being willing to put one foot in front of the other, having courage. It could be something with appearances too. How somebody looks, or it's like personality. There's something with that too. You could be very warm, a very warm person, very magnetic. People could be drawn towards you. Again, this could be personality or appearance or both. The lens that other people see you through, very down to earth. Somebody who says what they mean what they say, but also very caring, nurturing. It could be something about mastering your energy. It could be mastering business, finances. If you are starting something from the ground up, having a beginner's mindset. I don't really feel like this has anything to do with taking a trip, but it could be something with that too for somebody. I don't know. Tell me more, spirit. Being optimistic. I've been getting this a lot too. I don't know if somebody's been thinking about going back to school for something. It's something with that too. Also, allowing yourself to be, because you could be very attractive. I just said magnetic. This could be like being in the receptive mode, attracting some type of results for something. I don't know. Is somebody waiting for money? Unless somebody like you sent something off and then you're waiting for something to come back to you. Like if you sent a letter out and you waiting to get a response, it could be something with that. Or I don't know, it could be something with like money, somebody waiting for something to come back. I'm really getting like your ships coming in. This could be like trying to take another approach to a situation. And for somebody. Unless somebody been thinking about going overseas, like to another country, an island, or something. It's something like that. Tell me more, Spirit. And the Three of Hearts is at the bottom. Three of Cups at the bottom. I'm mad they fell out like this. I feel like somebody's definitely been working on themselves, but also being mindful of what you say, keeping a lot to yourself for somebody. hmm Being observant also. That I'm putting these back. I ain't need to. Can I get one? Messages for the collective, please and thank you. Four of Pentacles. I just said something about keeping certain stuff to yourself, being mindful of what you say. This could be like preserving, what you have. If this is saving your money, this is saving your energy, not spreading yourself thin. This could be on your way to success, climbing your way to success. Knowing that sometimes it do feel lonely when you're reaching for the pinnacle of success. As you ascend and acclimate, certain people are not going to be able to come with you. And it's not always because they don't deserve good. Sometimes people don't want you to change, or people just get weird sometimes when you are trying to become the best version of yourself. It's something like that. I'm really getting like holding on to what you have. This could be like allowing your energy to build up too, or the energy for something to build up. So that would make sense to preserve your energy. It could be something with that. Letting your energy build up, or the energy of something. Remaining grounded also. Yeah. I said something earlier about like having the right amount, not the right, but good amount of resources to do what you need to do when you want to do it. This could be something about saving because somebody wants to have the ample amount of finances. Having good values also. Yeah. I don't know if somebody is holding on to embarrassment. If somebody was speaking to somebody, or somebody had an argument, and I don't know if somebody was holding something from somebody, or somebody is holding something, withholding because they're being shady. I feel like if that's the case, something will come back and bite somebody in the ass. So just be mindful if this is you. This could be something with that. But for somebody, it could be something about an argument. It could even be a conversation, but maybe something was harsh that somebody said to somebody, or somebody took it that way. Or that's what it is. Something was harsh, and somebody could be holding on to that as well. It's something like that. Now, for some people, I'm getting something about learning something new. Yeah. But maybe somebody earlier in the reading, we said something about like a person starting something. I mean, somebody like experiencing a loss, like whether this was somebody passing away. So maybe somebody just needed time to grieve or something. Because something could have happened out of nowhere. I'm also getting something like being forgiving, because not that because you're doing it for another person, even though ultimately that's what it is when we forgive people for what they do. I mean, it really is for them, because you can say I forgive you, but you still have those emotions. from what you went through, you know? So it's like, really, who is it for? If I'm forgiving you, but I feel like it's all about perspective also, because you don't want to hold on to those emotions anymore. Not saying that you are not taking those lessons with you. So now you know how to look for flags, red flags, but you're also able to release certain things, purge, so you can go towards I don't want to say enlightenment. For somebody, this could be a person getting married, I don't know, or a higher level of commitment. This could also just be, like I just said, learning new things. This could be learning also, unless somebody needs to go to counseling, it could be something with that too. Or if somebody's been looking for answers, maybe that will come through some type of spiritual, um damn, how do I say it, whether you're going to church, um or however you receive the message, it could be like in a spiritual way, or somebody who is spiritual, who has a position of power, a position of authority, who has been ordained to be able to help you in some type of way. So this could be a conversation also. It could be something about somebody's hands, somebody's palms or something. I don't know. Somebody's nerves. It could be something about somebody's nerves. Unless it's like a physician, somebody speaking to a doctor, physician, I don't know, a counselor. It could be something about a post office. Something about the post office too. I don't know. I just said something earlier about like sending something off and then waiting for a reply or results for something. I don't know. I don't know. Let me get another one. Oh, it's 37 minutes. I ain't said nothing. Y'all want to do another one? I don't even know. I want to use these cards again. These cards. I don't know. I'm tripping. That could be something about being committed. I don't know if this is to a person or to what you do, what you've been doing, what you've been working towards, discipline. There's something about that too. Y'all want to do another one? Cause I ain't come on here for this. I think I'm gonna leave it there. But I am gonna get oracles. Cause I'll be back later. Tell me more. Now this could also be something about somebody's growth. Your growth could come off as mysterious to somebody. It could be something about spending time with your elders, or if this is getting knowledge from them. I don't know. Something being revealed. Tell me more. Also, we said something about like manifesting, whether this is money or whatever it is. I feel like this could be like, well, you don't have to keep asking. It's okay to ask, but sometimes it's kind of like, well, do you really believe it? You know, if you're not, that's a part of manifesting too. It's like once you put your intention out there, you kind of forget about it or just put it in the back of your mind. Not saying that you completely like I don't want this thing anymore, but going back to when I said not being attached to how something has to happen or the outcome of something. Somebody could be meant to be a healer, or this is like when I said somebody could, the answers that somebody could be seeking could be in the spiritual capacity. But somebody could be meant to be a healer. I don't know if this is through food, you cooking for people, nourishing bodies. Somebody could be a doula, a deaf doula. Somebody could be into divination where you're, um, damn, I'm my mind going blank. Somebody could be into divination where you narrow certain things down to the issue, what the issue is, and then helping people come up with a solution, a remedy. Um, it could be any modality of healing. Somebody could actually be going to school to be a healer as far as healthcare goes. We did say veterinary earlier, so it could be something with that too. Veterinarian. Whatever healing looks like for you. Yeah. Yeah. I should have did another spread. I should have. I just want to do it because I was up. Spirit, what message do you have for the collective? Please and thank you. The right choice. And at the bottom, the lion and the deer. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Maybe something about knowing when to be vulnerable and knowing when to. I don't know. I want to say like be fierce, but I don't think that's what I really meant. Hiller. This kind of feel kind of corny though, because I know I'm missing some stuff. I always do this. I don't like missing nothing, but I don't know everything because I'm not the most high. I only know what they show me at the moment. Especially when you're somebody who does spiritual messages, you ain't gonna always get every single thing like right then and there. But I like to be as detailed as I can be. Guide, facilitator. We all come into the human experience with the use of energy and intuition. Among us are those who are called to be healers. They are the wise ones who have made a conscious choice to devote themselves to guiding others on their paths. Healers can be found in all religions and traditions, each with something beautiful and unique to contribute to the collective energy of the world. You may know them as shamans, medicine men and women, priestesses, wise ones, great ones, the list goes on. If you have pulled the gift of healer, know that you are being called to initiate yourself as one of the wise ones. You are meant to be a guide for those who are finding their way, and there are many ways you can do this. As a healer, for your family and neighborhood, or through building a community on social media, offering wisdom. It doesn't matter how you choose to heal, all that matters is that you do. If you have thought about becoming a healer, this card is a resounding yes. Some healing practices are crystal therapist, Reiki practitioner, tarot reader, psychic, doula, deaf doula, herbalist, and so on. You may have something you've practiced for years, or you may feel called to learn a new skill. Trust in your intuition. You can become a facilitator of healing, creating healing tools such as guided meditations, healing jewelry, candles, or even creating your own oracle deck can provide others with a path to heal themselves. You create the path for others to walk. You are unique and have something to share with the world. And the right choice. The right choice. Stay close to those who know about the heart. Choose the shade of a tree that is in constant bloom. Don't meander aimlessly among the herb sellers and potion vendors. Go directly to the shop that sells nothing but sweets. Don't sit waiting for every boiling pot to have your plate filled. Not every boiling pot is cooking what you want. Not every sugar cane is filled with sugar. Not every down has an up. Not every eye has vision. Not every sea contains pearls. Within you, I recognize my most trusted friend. Ah, we go back a long way to before that moment when time began. We know each other. We knew each other then, even before a time was born. So I say, hello, my old friend and dear friend. So lovely for us to meet again. And I feel how your heart responds with a wave of love. For it is that love that is you, my most trusted friend. On the path of love, there is so much wrong and right in the moral sense, so much as to what is wrong or right for you. The mind cannot help so much here. Only the heart can speak such truth. The mind may reject it, recoil, analyze, and find all the reasons why the simple truth, the right choice of the heart, cannot possibly work and only lead to pain. That is what the mind does rather well, actually. But it doesn't mean the right choice, the heart choice, becomes incorrect. It means rather that the heart has outsmarted the mind, and the mind will need to bow to the heart, even without understanding its sometimes impenetrable mysteries. Or one can choose to stay in inner conflict, fighting against the right choice, but eventually love will prevail and the way forward must be taken. So, can you give up what you had planned? I hate when I do that because that stuff be going through my head as I'm reading. We seen the Seven of Hearts earlier. Yeah, so it could also be something about a person maybe putting their attention to what's important to them right now. This could be somebody outside of yourself. Maybe somebody has choices or options or something. I don't know. Um, so can you give up on what you have planned, believed, or decided? Let the heart wisdom that silently and constantly broadcasts its pure and true intention into the fertile womb of the universe lead the way instead. It will lead you along the right path, to the right house, where sits the right master for you. He grabs you in a bear hug and gently whispers into your ear. What took you so long? I've been waiting for you since the day you were born. Now we are together. It is time for us to play. It is said that it is said that one man's meat is another man's poison. To base your choices on what others have chosen for themselves may end up killing you. Better to take your rest on the angel of your own heart, wise as that being is, and dance to your own heart rhythm instead. There may be fear if others seem to be dancing different steps, but beloved, you know that is just because every heart has its own unique rhythm, and yours doesn't want to waltz so much as to tango. So why not allow it to be thus, without fear or doubt? This oracle comes with a message for you. In your heart, you know what holds meaning for you. You may or may not have a grand vision to go along with that meaning as yet, but deep within, you know what is without value and what holds value for you. You were born with those values intact. In your heart, and whatever confusion has arisen for you along the way is just where the values of others have transfused into your own blood. It is time for a transfusion of holy light into that blood to be cleansed and purified, restored to its integrity, and filled with passion for what is rightfully yours, your unique passion and purpose. I was getting that when I was shuffling before I recorded. If you have been concerned about your path and what steps to take next, this oracle comes as an omen of good things headed your way. Clarity, reassurance, truth, and revelation. Don't hold onto a belief system of vision if it appears to be tossed on its head. Let things go the way they will, and good fortune will prevail for you. That vision might actually have been upside down all this time, and suddenly able to right itself and be born for you, if allowed to topple. Or perhaps there's a more fulfilling version of your vision lurking in its remnants, to be scooped up by your soul with its hawk vision and eagle deafness. Trust that if you are being drawn away from a tantalizing sweet shop, there's a more delicious array of confection just around the corner for you. So, yes, have your tantrum if you must, but you will be sheepish soon. when you realize that the hand of the great beloved that removes is the same hand that bestows even greater gifts. Oh my God, my song came on, y'all. This is my first time hearing them play this on the radio. Kalani out the window. I love me some Kalani. Kalani, if you're watching this, I love you. I love you too, sister. I'm so corny. And Mars. Oh my God, I love Mars. I just had to put that out there. Let me see if there's any more advice before I close. Spirit, do you have any additional advice for us? Please and thank you. You are on the right path. So I feel like this is also saying it's time for you to take action, even if you have to do soul searching, digging within your soul. Again, to figure out what's right for you. You know, what is your path? Two of diamonds at the bottom. Going with the flow also. Take it how it resonates. If you have to walk away from certain well, I mean that was in the oracle, right? To go towards something else. Yeah. Making sure you're not allowing anyone to tell you anything that doesn't feel right for you. Not that they're necessarily wrong, but does it resonate with you? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Because it could be something like, I don't know, false readings. But it doesn't even have to be readings. It could be a message that you're just getting from somewhere. Again, you are on the right path. So take your time when you feel like going in a certain direction. That has been the message. My left eye started jumping. So let me stop rambling. I hope I've given you clarity on what you already know. And I will see you all in the next one. I'm looking to see if I'm missing something. I feel like I am, but I don't think it's going to come no time soon. So I'll see you all later.